I think Georgia, Bama, and Ohio State all have questions at quarterback. We don't know who it's going to be, but a lot of those guys can just come in, plug and play, and it's like they never miss a beat.
But what's your top six? Who do you have in your early top six?
Well, I got GA, Georgia, right?
Number one.
One, they had a good recruiting class. I got Bama number two. And the performance by Ohio State impressed me, man. And I was really impressed with it. And I think they're going to reload on an offense of 3. I got USC at 4, and returning Heisman, another year under their belt. Michigan at 5, and I think I dropped them down because the uncertainty of Jim Harbaugh. Clemson number 6. I think Clemson would have had a better year, man, if they get Iguodala out of there like game 3.
For me, I had Georgia at number 1, Michigan at number 2. I had Bama at 3, Ohio State at 4, USC at 5, and Texas at 6. And then I followed up with Penn State and Washington. And the reason I have Washington in there because they're bringing back a lot of starters. Mm-hmm. And Michael Penix Jr. or Michael Penix II, whatever his name is, he's coming back. So, and that guy's a gunslinger. He threw for like 4,500 yards this year.
Yeah.
So, and I really had questions about putting Ohio State as high as I did, only because who's going to be their quarterback next year, right? The same thing with Bama, right? You just never can count Bama out, but who's going to be their quarterback next year? And I honestly think that Ty Simpson is going to beat out Jalen Milroe for that starting position. And I think Jalen Milroe needs to make a position change. That's just me. I think he'd be better off playing like running back or slot because that dude ain't little at all. But you can never count out Bama, so that's why I had them still rated so high.
And
Okay, so for mine, I had Georgia 1. I had Michigan 2. I had Bama 3. And then I had Texas at 4. Right? And then I had on the outside Oregon and Ohio State.
Texas at 4, huh?
Right. Yeah. So, and the reason I had that because I had Texas winning the Big 12 this year. Coming up. I think this is Sarkisian's 3rd year. He's going to have Ewers or Manning, right? But one of those two, right, that'll help steady his offense. And their defense was much improved this year. I just think that Texas is going to finally make that huge leap, right, into being one of the conference elites next year. Oregon, I picked Oregon to win the Pac-12 next year. I think USC is going to be the heavy favorite for a lot of people because Caleb Williams coming back. But that defense it has a lot to be desired. They got a lot of holes to fill. Whereas Oregon that's what they're working on. A lot of the guys they're getting in the transfer portal are defenders. And, as we see, Bo Nix, he had a heck of a season last year. And I think he's going to be even better next year, right, in his 2nd year at Oregon. I think Georgia, Bama, and Ohio State all have questions at quarterback. We don't know who it's going to be, but a lot of those guys can just come in, plug and play, and it's like they never miss a beat. So,
and my only rebuttal to that is, we've seen Bama win titles with guys that they weren't that good, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we've seen this, if you have a solid team around you, like Stetson Bennett, I don't think the guy is a stud by no means, right? He's a good quarterback, a good game manager. But that's why I put Bama up in the top 2, because they could just jump in there next year. And we saw the quality of players that they're bringing in. GA also. And I got USC because, a great quarterback takes you a long way. He is a good quarterback. He can get the ball out there. Like I said, they get just some above average players on defense, and we're talking to them being Pac-12 champs. You know, so
Not bad. I mean, everybody's list is pretty similar.
Yeah. And one thing, I know it's way too early, man. A lot of this stuff is going to change. Again, spring practices coming up. You're going to have coaches start leaving from some of these schools. So it's going to be a lot of changes to this list.
Yeah.
But it's just something fun to do, right?
And well, that wraps up this episode of the Unbiased Room. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take it easy.
Peace.
Peace.